If he created everything, then he must have created evil too.
What a cruel, unthinking tyrant this God of his must be.
He is not cruel or unthinking. I will not have my God spoken of in such a way.
Then explain to me. Convince me why they are wrong.
I need a lighted torch and a goblet.
Get them for him.
The goblet makes a shadow on the table. The shadow is like evil. It has no source. It is entirely negative.
But surely the source of the shadow is the light.
How can it be? It is its opposite. But the shadow cannot exist without the light. It is entirely dependent on it.
This is mere wordplay. I don't think so. Go on.
If you look, you will see the shadow seems attached to the goblet, an inseparable part of it, just as evil often seems to have a vice-like grip on all our lives.
So how do we loosen that grip? You can't be parted from your own shadow.
You can, if you choose to follow the good path, which leads us always closer to the light, which is God's wisdom. You see, the shadow now becomes separated from the cup. It has lost its hold on it. And as we move still closer to God, the shadow becomes even weaker and more powerless, until at last we are able to see it for what it is, a mere illusion, and itself lacking the strength to attack us. If all mankind chose to further the truth, then evil, like darkness, would be vanquished. Indeed, when we reach that stage, evil will finally be defeated in the world, and death and destruction will be no more.
Death is not evil. Death is a part of life itself. We have always believed that, yes. If we gave him long enough, he would convince us black was white. Of course, death is not evil.
Then if you were to die now, this instant, would you regard it as an act of goodness, the act of a kind and loving God?
Go on. Answer him. It is a foolish question.
It is not. Death in our world is inevitable, for without it, divine justice could not take place. Death is the separation of the physical body from its spiritual counterparts, the soul and the spirit. Clearly, that which destroys life is evil.
One thing I notice, there's no talk of punishment. Are you not afraid of your God?
Why should I be? He is my friend, more like a father to me.
My lord, I can put up with this no longer. This is no religion. This is no God at all.
Why do you say that?
Because one can do whatever one likes in this faith. What if we were to lead wicked lives? One will be punished in the hereafter.
After death, all our souls will be judged at the bridge of the separator, which for the virtuous is as wide as any road, but for the wrongdoer is as narrow as the blade of the sharpest sword. Those who have done more bad than good will fall into the abode of gloom and darkness below, while those who have done more good than bad will rise up to the abode of joy and light.
And so we're encouraged to lead good lives.
We are.
Call Jamaspa. I find much that is beautiful and wise in your religion.
Then I beg you to be true to your heart and accept the message of Ahura Mazda.
No, my lord.
You cannot.
Cannot? You dare to tell me what I can and cannot do?
My lord, if you accept this religion, it is not you alone who will accept it, but your people who will have to accept it too.
He's right. This is not just a personal decision. I must have time to think. I shall need to talk further with you.
Whenever you wish it.
It was ordained that King Vishtaspa would be the person who would deliver Mazda's message to mankind. However, some of the court advisors felt their own positions threatened, and so they